Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Yep, that's right. It's me, Nicole, the Eagle Double G, and that be me, Nicole DeMayo. So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Hey, classy bitch. You know it's time, girl. Hey, Brian. You know, that's me, the Eagle Double D. So, okay. I just got done getting everybody over here from Facebook. I was like, hey, YouTube channel. Damn, the garden down. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm so tired tonight. I don't know why. I feel exhausted. So, frozen on my hand. Am I still frozen? Let me know. Okay, good. So, I am just exhausted. But, we are going to go ahead and we are going to talk. I got a request on a video to talk on a topic to talk about. And it was from Eric. Hey, Jason. Hey, Christy. Hey guys, all right, I'm getting excited. Okay, now y'all are waking me up because I see everybody in here. All right, I'm getting excited. Okay, now y'all are waking me up because I see everybody in here. We got 13 people in here. Hey, that's right. I'm so happy, guys. Okay, so now I'm getting pumped. Thank you. This is a honey bun. I heated it up in the microwave. So, Eric had a video request, and tonight he wants to talk about how to break the cycle of addiction. And I thought that was a good topic. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We cannot change the fact that we are addicted, that we're drug addicts. But what we can do is we can recover from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. We can change all the things that addiction took from us and all the things that we did when we were in our active addiction. You can turn it all around, you guys. Hey, Captain. And we can make a new life, a new path, and start over. Like a fresh newborn baby. It can be done. But we're always going to have the disease of addiction. That's why we have to practice and study and do our recovery every single day. Because even one day of falling back can be detrimental for us as addicts. We could die. We could go back out, relapse, and lose it all. You know how the other day when we were live, I was talking to you guys about, no, I'm not at my mom's. We're going to go in the morning. I know. My mom called and asked for us to come over tomorrow morning and stay tomorrow night into Friday. So we can go, like Black Friday shopping and stuff together. So you guys know how, we were talking the other day, and I was talking about how when we're in recovery, it's like we don't just take a magic pill and get better. We don't just go to treatment for 30 days and we're cured. Recovery is a process. It's a journey. There's no finish line. There's no end of the race. There's no cure. We're on a constant journey, and the destination is unknown. The destination, to me, is peace, serenity, happiness, the ability to be present in my son's life, the ability to help you guys and come on here and talk with y'all, the ability to be with my family for holidays and not have them hating me and telling me to get the fuck out of the house. That's what recovery is to me. So, breaking the cycle of addiction, it's difficult. Because it's easy, because what our addiction does is it manifests itself in so many different areas of our life, because, well, we have the disease. Just because we stop taking drugs and alcohol doesn't mean that addiction's not in there working on other areas of our life. And I know you guys know that I struggle. Well, I mean, look at me over here with my honey bun. We never graduate. I'm almost 9 years sober and still busting my ass to stay sober. So you hear that, you guys? Brian is 9 years sober, and he still does the same thing he did 9 years ago to get sober now, because that's how he maintains his sobriety. We have to maintain our sobriety. Always maintaining. Good job, Jason. Yes, because it's okay. They say that the steps 1 through 9 are like your action steps. You're making the decision. You're doing the things you need to do. And then steps 10, 11, and 12 are our maintenance steps. And those are the steps that we repeat to stay on track. The giving back what was so freely given to us. The talking with our sponsor and doing that 10-step inventory every night, or however many times a week you do it. You know, and that goes to show you guys, like, to have 9 years sober, and Brian's still doing the same thing he did when he got sober 9 years ago. Like, that shows me that it's really important for us to stay consistent in our recovery, you know? Heck yeah, man. For me, I had to learn that I couldn't just stop doing my recovery. I couldn't just stop coming on here and talking to you guys. I can't just stop going to my meetings and meeting with my sponsor. I can't give up. Because by stopping, that is me relapsing back into my old behavior. You know what I mean? I smoke 6 double what I used to. I love this group, you guys, and I love y'all. Me and Jason were talking on the phone today. First of all, I gotta say this, y'all. Jason is probably one of our newest members to the group, and he is kicking ass and taking names in his recovery. What is it? 7 days sober now, Jason? Jason is 7 days sober from Percocet, y'all. That's a fucking miracle. That's a miracle. And I am so proud of you guys for everything y'all are doing. I see each and every one of you in this live stream. I see each and every one of you on the video commenting. By dedicating your time and coming to this live stream and coming to the videos and taking time out to focus on your recovery for however long we talk on here. That is part of your recovery, y'all. That is you making a commitment and following through. Even if it doesn't seem like a big deal, it is a huge deal. Because when we're in our addiction, we don't make commitments. We don't follow through. The only thing we follow through on is calling the dope man. That's what we follow through on. The only thing we follow through on is making sure we take our next dose of pills on time. You know? So for us all to be here and congregate and be in the same place talking and lifting each other up and you know, doing the right thing, that's what's up. That's changing your behavior. That's practicing that habit. We're making a habit right here, you know, that's helping us change our lives. I know. A week, y'all. I remember exactly, Captain. I remember when I used to try and stop taking pills or stop shooting up. It was like white knuckling it, holding on so tight for my dear life. You could see the blood and the whiteness of I was like, I gotta do it. And then on my third day, I would always cave. I can't do this anymore. And I would call the dope man, or I would drive to my friend's house and get drugs. And I'm telling you, though, Jason will tell you, I just fell on my dresser. Are you okay, Chrissy? Girl, you better get your butt up. Are you going to be all right? I'm telling you guys, like, following through and being here, it's a big deal. And I'm so proud of you guys for taking time and dedicating time, because each and every one of you has been dedicating 1 hour to your recovery every day. Oh my God. I believe you. Get off of here and call 911 and go get yourself cleaned up, girl. Be careful now. We love you. Just the fact, hello, Nicole. I miss you so much, my friend, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving with your family. Thanks, Byron. So, I miss you too, buddy. I love you. August 1st, 2016. I think I wrote you down, Captain, but let me write you down right now, too. August 1st, 2016. So, let me get myself focused. Y'all know how I get off on a tangent. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, does anybody else have a sobriety birthday that they want me to write down? Because remember, at the beginning of the month, next month on Thursday, we're going to have a big celebration. And y'all don't think I forgot about the giveaway yet. I've just been running myself back and forth. So we're going to get all the stuff figured out, and then I will send out the giveaway winner's prize. But I haven't even drawn the name yet, so we're still good. Okay, Classy B says March 28th, 18. March 28th, 18. Yeah, I have most of you guys written down in my little journal. Okay, if anybody else has one, go ahead and put it in the comments so I can write it down. So, what was I saying? Okay, yes. June 11th, 81. 81? Is that your sobriety birthday? June 11th. Well, I'll still write down your regular birthday, too. You don't have to tell me that, Jamie. Oh, 15. June 11th, 15. I think you told me yours last time, but I'll write it down again. So, the fact that you guys are taking an hour out of each one of your days to come on here and dedicate 1 hour to your recovery, that's a big deal. I remember when I couldn't even get to a meeting. Heaven forbid, I wouldn't step foot in the AA meeting. You know why? Because my sobriety wasn't a priority. We have to make our sobriety our priority. If you want to remain in recovery, Leah, July 30th, if you want to stay sober, you have to make your sobriety, your recovery, your #1 priority. And I mean, before your kids, before your husband, before you clean the house, you have to make your recovery your #1 priority. Everyone and everything, kids and everything. Because here's the deal, you guys. They have a saying in AA, and I'm sure in other A's, or just in the rooms in general, anything we place before our recovery, we'll lose. It happens to me every time. I don't know if I've told you guys any stories about this, but back in the day when I would try to get sober, I would get sober and I would have a sponsor. I would go and I would do everything they told me to do. I would go to treatment. I would get out of treatment. I would get a sponsor. I would start going to meetings. I'd start working the steps. I'd get a job. I would get my place. I mean, I would just boom, 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 boom. And then guess what would happen? I've always been so centered and focused on succeeding and making a living and having money to live my life. I've always been self-supporting through my own contributions. What would happen is I would get going, everything would be going good, and then my job would slowly but surely bump my recovery to second place. And then I would be focusing on just my job, and my recovery would just totally get pushed to the side. And I would stop doing my meetings. I would stop calling my sponsor. I would stop coming on here and making videos. You guys, listen, tonight I was like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to make a video. I'm tired. I'm just going to lay in bed. And I thought, no, you have to get up. This is a commitment that you have made to do a meeting every night with the YouTube channel, with my people, with our family. And then I laid there for a little bit longer. I pulled my hoodie over my head and I was like, I'm just going to lay in bed. I'm tired, you know, for no reason. And then I thought, I got to get up. I got to push through. I got to get on. And so I came over here. I got on, and now look, I feel so much better. So that's the thing. Like, even when I think I can't go on another day, even when I think I'm tired, I just want to be lazy today, you guys inspire me to push myself through it and to come on and to make the video, you know? And just like you guys are sitting in your house and you're on here and you're commenting and you are engaging with me on this video, guys, that is helping me stay sober. You guys are helping me. I love how this, I'm literally so happy. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I cannot believe we have this family here. There's 13 of you guys here talking to me. I know that's not a lot, but to me it's huge. To me, that is amazing. 13 people want to come and talk about recovery with me. 13 people care about whether I stay sober or not. And I care about you guys and whether y'all stay sober or not. Today, some things were happening. Family for life, that's right. Today, some stuff was happening on Facebook. I think Classy Bitch saw a little bit of it. So many people are after each other, guys. So many people are tearing each other down. And like when they see each other succeed, they don't want to push each other up. And so what has been happening over there on Facebook in the recovery community is people have been bullying each other and making memes of each other, you guys. Hey, Ashley. And like hurting and harming each other. And I was talking to everybody on Facebook today and I was like, do you remember when we were in high school, guys, and somebody would make fun of us? That's what I feel like it's like. I don't want to be the butt of anybody's jokes. You know, I don't want to get made fun of. I don't want to be hurt, and I don't want to hurt other people. And yes, and I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to hurt other people. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt so bad for Tim's wife, Callie. People are literally just tearing her to shreds. And so I had to take a look at my behavior, guys. I had to look at me. I had to look inside myself and say, how would you feel if that was you? How would you feel if everybody... Hell no. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be a part of it, you know? So I come over here and I said, you know what? I'm staying over with my YouTube people where it's positive, where we're helping each other and pushing each other forward. That's what I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of helping others live their best life. You're still being bullied? Chrissy, well, you won't ever have that happen to you in here. And that's why I am working really hard to keep it safe over here for us, you guys. Now that I have all you guys in the stream, let's go in the computer room, and I'm going to see if I can make some more people moderators. I have to figure it out. Me and Jason were talking today, and we were talking about trauma that we have both experienced when we were younger, when we were kids, and how we think that, you know, from our trauma, that when we would use even more. We would say, like for me, I was raped by this guy, right? Oh, hey, her opiate fix. We just have to run. That's right. Just like, so, what, oh, yeah. So we were talking about trauma and how when we were using drugs, we would use more drugs to cope with that trauma, to cope with the memories of being bullied or being hurt, being raped, being sexually abused. And I can remember, in my mind, I can remember saying, well, I'm just gonna get fucked up. I'm just gonna do a shot, you know? So what would happen is I would be in my mind and I would be replaying those events of being raped. I would play it over and over again in my mind, and then I would start crying, and then I would go and I would get dope and I would shoot my dope, you know, even more. And that trauma fueled my addiction. It fueled my need to not feel more and more and more. And the more dope I did, the more I wouldn't feel, the better I felt like I was feeling. And I didn't have to think about being raped. I didn't have to think about how I put myself in that compromising situation. I didn't have to think about how if I hadn't have been high or I hadn't have been on drugs, maybe I wouldn't have got raped. I was high and I just didn't have to think about it and I wouldn't feel it. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us I think a lot of us go through that. I think a lot of us just want to numb the feelings. We just want to not feel those feelings. You know, we just want to push it out. I know for me also, now in my recovery, now that I'm sober, you know, like I'm really, really aware of myself, and I see like myself gaining weight. I see myself like changing because I'm older, and I think, I'm hard on myself. I'm real insecure, you guys, you know, and I know you guys probably experience the same feelings too. And if you haven't yet, the longer you stay in your recovery, the more you'll start feeling those kind of things. Do people chat? No. Good, Captain. That makes me so happy. I miss being numb, to be honest. Leah, and I can totally relate to that statement. Sometimes I think about it, I was talking to my husband the other night, and I said, you know, sometimes I just want to check out of life. Sometimes I just want to take a day off for the day and just pass out and not be present. You know, and then reality hits me, and I realize I can't do that, you know, but I think about that sometimes too. And I think that we might always feel like that, you know. Drugs to never do anything. Agreed, Captain. It's easy for me to go back into my mind and to think about, to remember the way drugs used to make me feel good. But then you guys, I'm telling you, I have practiced this. It's easy to remember the euphoria, but then I also remember the horrible things that happened to me, the horrible things I did, the way I just kind of like totally slutted. I just hoard myself out for drugs, you guys. Classy bitch, I watch Intervention on this guy named Ramon's channel, and I know I'm the same way. Oh my God, I can spend a whole damn day hyper focused on my flaws, problems, all this. It is so easy. And you know what triggers me the most, just like you said, classy bitch, when people are using needles. That just makes me like, oh, I mean, I get sweaty and everything. It's like I can almost like taste it in my mouth. And but we have to be careful, you guys, because Her Opiate Fix was talking about this on one of his live stream or one of his videos the other day. He was going to Reddit, right? And if any of you guys have never been to Reddit, do not go there, because there is a station on Reddit where you can go to that area and it has like pictures of heroin, it has pictures of needles. I mean, it has it all. And it is so triggering that it will give you the heebie-jeebies. Like, you'll be like, you know, and we have to be careful what we take into our minds. We still battle with those old trauma times. We just choose not to use, but it's hard. And it can be hard sometimes. That's what... Hey, Derek. It can be hard sometimes, you know what I mean? But that's why we have each other here, and we have to lift each other up and lean on each other and help each other, you know, go through the hard times. That's what we're here for, you know. That's why I made this channel, so we can support and love each other back to health. Taste, because I knew I was about to. I have a question for everyone. Has anyone been to Walmart by themselves? Don't go by yourself. Go with someone. Oh, I've been by myself to Walmart all the time, girl. I gotta go shopping for groceries. I know, Jamie. And here's the deal, Jamie. Think about it, though. Let's play the tape all the way through. For anybody that's thinking about relapsing, let's play the tape all the way through. Okay? Put yourself on the other side. Put yourself on the other side of the Percocets. Put yourself on the other side of that shot of heroin. Put yourself on the other side of that line of meth. What's going to happen after you do it? You might feel good for a couple hours. You might feel good for a day. But after that, what's going to happen? You're going to feel like shit. The relief is only temporary. And then you have to cope with life. Then you have to feel all those feelings. And then what happens? The guilt and the shame. It floods in like an ocean. The relief from dope is only temporary, you guys. But living your life clean and sober, that shit is worth living. That shit's worth life. I want to feel life today. I want to cry. I want to laugh. I want to go through the hard times. I want to come on here and talk to you guys about how I'm pissed because my dog is just shit in the floor. You know, I want to be a part of life today. You know, I want to be here with you guys. I love you guys. I used to want to check out of life. You know why? Because I didn't have the skills to cope with life. But that's what we're here for today. You know? Yeah, and here, I want to, what I want to live today and be a part of. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a part of what we got going on here. We got something going on here, you guys. We're a part of something bigger than us. This little group right here, this is a power greater than ourselves. And when we're struggling and we want to get high and we want to use, we can come on here and we can put all of ourselves together, and we're a power greater than ourselves. Together in this community, in this group, we are greater than drugs. We are stronger and we can help each other stay sober. That's what this group is for. This is a power greater than alcohol. This is a power greater than dope. And that's what we're doing here. This sense of community, this sense of fellowship. This is what helps me so much. You guys just don't understand. I cannot say it enough. This sense of community and the sense of support that I get from you guys, it's like a high. It's like a high I've never experienced before. Having people understand what I feel. Having people relate and knowing what it's like to want to shoot dope, but to not want to shoot dope. You know, having people know that I want to live, you know, and that I don't want to go back to that life. I don't want to die. You know, having people understand what it's like to not want to die, to want to live your life, and to want to have a good one, to want to experience. I want to have, you guys, I never felt like I was a part of when I was little. I never felt like I fit in. I never felt like I was like everybody else. I was different. I had this like inner turmoil inside of me, this depression, I don't know what you want to call it, anxiety, this I wasn't like everybody else. And it was what I am now. I was different than everybody, and I didn't know how to cope with being like that. So when I got old enough, I knew, hey, if I take these drugs, they make me feel like I fit in. If I take this, it makes me feel like I perform better. It makes me feel a part of. Y'all know what I mean? And now it's like I don't have those drugs anymore to change the way I feel. So now I have to find something else. And that's what this is for me. That's what my YouTube channel is for me. It is a power greater than me. And that's what you guys are. You guys help me so much. I never realized that I've heard people say, like, the rooms, the group, the meeting, it can be a power greater than you. But I was always like, no, whatever. A power greater than you is God. But now I understand. Now I understand because I feel like I have this fellowship of people that is surrounded around me. I feel like you guys are all around me and you're lifting me up and you're holding me there. I've never felt like that before. Hey, Jordan. It's a miracle, you guys, that 13 people are not shooting dope today. 13 of us are sober, sitting here talking about recovery. In my addiction, I didn't care about anything. But I was always scared my kids were going to find me dead in the morning. I used to pray that I would wake up the next day knowing I took toxic amounts. Oh, gosh. That is the scariest thing when you know that you could not wake up the next day. And I know how hard that is whenever you know that, hey, I have to be a mom. I have to be this person that these little babies need, and then you can't stop, then you cannot stop. When I was talking to Jason earlier today, I was talking about the stalker that I had a couple months ago, and how she would go through and watch all my videos, and she would find out the things that I was the most ashamed about. And I know you guys know, like, that when I was pregnant with my son, that's like the thing that I'm so ashamed of myself about. Like, but I try not to focus and go over and over and over again with it, because I know that if I do, that's not good, But she would text me and say, you're such a bad person. You used drugs when you were pregnant. Yeah. And so, I don't know where I was going with this, but being a mom and being sober is my greatest accomplishment. Like, being a mom, but being sober, they're both like the best things that I've ever done, Right. And that's, I feel like what happens for a lot of us, I'm sorry, girl, is we get stuck in that past, and we think if we stay back there too long, you guys, it's okay to think about the past. It's okay to remember what we've done. And it's a healthy thing, because we need to stay aware and we need to be afraid to go back there. But we can't stay back there and wallow in it, because that's when we get sick. That's when you'll get drugged down. It's kind of like quicksand, okay? Your past is like quicksand. You can dip your toe in it, but don't go walking through it, because if you do, it'll suck you back in. Go back there, see how it is. Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't want to live that life anymore, and then come back out. Because what is the saying they say in AA? They say, we can use our experience to benefit others. We don't glorify the past, but we don't wish to shut the door on it. Only look forward. Derek says, you are an awesome person. I'm so glad you're making time to do this live. I might start doing these as well. Oh, thanks, Derek. I love doing live streams, and I love talking with you guys about what works for me and helping you guys find things that works for you, you know? So they say this thing about the past, to use our experience to benefit others, and we will open the door, but there's something about we recognize the past, but we don't wish to shut the door on it. Anyways, it's about like knowing that our past was there, and we don't have to go back to that life, but we need to remember it. Remembering our past, but not wishing to shut the door on it. Something like that. Anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. The past can motivate us to do better. That's what I'm getting at. My past is not going to take me down anymore. My past does not define me. But I'm going to use my past to push me forward. I'm going to use my past to change, you guys, and do better. I don't want to repeat those behaviors anymore. I don't want to lie and steal and cheat and shoot dope and hurt and harm other people. I want to use that old life and the things I learned from it to help you guys. These live streams help me so much. They're a great way to keep my head in the right place. A while back, Derek, you had come up in my recommendations. That's a great way. See, and that's the thing, you guys. I was telling you guys about the thumbs up. That's how we get our videos out to engage and get people to see them more often. If you guys sub to everybody you can that's talking about recovery, because that helps more people that are searching for addiction material and recovery material to find us and get, be a part of this. So the past, like I said, can be your greatest motivator. And before I got really serious about my recovery, I didn't use the past as motivation. I used it as something to beat myself down. I used it as something to make myself feel like I would never get better, or I would never come out of this. And that was now that I know that self-defeating, self-deprecating, negative talk, I know now that was just me afraid to fail. I was afraid that when I got sober, I wouldn't be able to succeed. What is Chrissy saying? Chrissy, we love you. Right. The more support you get, the easier things are. And that is very true. Because it is lonely and hard sometimes, you guys. It is just, when we get sober, things are going to change drastically. When you get into recovery, that old chaotic lifestyle you led before, that drama, all the running and gunning, all the people inside of your house, the things that got stolen, I don't miss that. I do not miss having people in and out of my house. Girls stealing my makeup, stealing my brand new jeans. You guys. It was just a nightmare. And now I don't have to live anymore like that. And that's the thing. I think we have to get to a point in our recovery where we realize that we don't have to live like that anymore. We have to realize that we deserve better. It does get real. This time around, it's different from all my half-assed lonely attempts. Preach. It is different, and I know what you mean, Leah, because I was the same way. I had tried so many times to get sober, and I would go back and forth. I would relapse, get sober, and they were just that. They were half-ass attempts. They were like, yeah, I'll try to get sober, but I don't want to do everything you're suggesting, and that's why I wouldn't succeed. But now, it's like, you know what? I'm ready. I want to live the best life I can live. And if that means, like I said earlier, going outside, doing a headstand, and then dropping down in the middle of splits, I'm taking those suggestions, and I'm going to do it all. So, Ashley brought up the third step prayer, so I thought I would read it to you guys. Here we go. It says, God, I offer myself to thee, to build with me and to do with me as thy will. Relieve me of the bondage of self, that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those I would help of thy power, thy will, and thy way of life. May I do thy will always. Oh, I like that. So you hear that, guys? It says, God, I offer myself to thee, to build with me and to do with me as thy will. Relieve me of the bondage of self, that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness. To those I would help of thy power, thy love, and thy way of life. May I do thy will always. And you remember how I was talking about earlier how when we wake up in the morning, we have to turn our will over to our higher power and ask him, hey, higher power, God, whoever it is that is your higher power. Guide me in my life today. Guide me today. Show me how to live today. Help me make the good decisions. You know? And just by making that conscious effort in the morning, you guys, I know it seems like a small, but believe me, just do it. Just do it, okay? Wake up in the morning and say, take my will in my life. Guide me in my recovery. And show me how to live clean and serene. You hear that? Take my will in my life. Guide me in my recovery. And show me how to live clean. And that's it. Go about your day. And then in the night when you go to lay down, thank you. Just say thank you. And make it a point to do that in the morning and in the evening. It really does help. I have to remind myself of what I'm grateful for first thing in the morning. And gratitude is one of those things that I never really thought about it before. I always just took things for granted. I just took the fact that I was alive and not dead for granted. I didn't think, wow. And when I put life into perspective, you guys, and I think about how many other people live in this world and how many other people have no running water, no house to live in, no food in their bellies, no friends to talk on the internet with, no Wi-Fi, just things that I take for just little things. No hot water to take a shower. I mean, can you imagine? We are so blessed. Each one of us is such a miracle. We willingly took drugs and alcohol and basically tried to kill ourselves. And we're all alive today to tell the story. If that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. That's why we have to share our stories. We have to share our experience with others so we can help them find the same freedom that we're finding. Through our experiences, we can get free and help others at the same time. I don't ever want to forget what it was like when I was in my addiction. I don't ever want to forget being homeless, digging in the dumpster for my syringe, selling myself for $50. I don't want to forget that. You know why? Because when I forget that, you guys, is the day that I'm going to go back. I want to remember how bad it was so I can stay here in this nice, awesome, freedom, present, bomb-ass life with you guys. You know, I used to think, oh, my life is so terrible. God, why don't you just take me now? But you know what? I love my life today. I love talking to you guys here on the YouTube. I love my son. I love Neil. I love my family. I'm so excited to do Turkey Day with them tomorrow. I'm so fucking full of gratitude. I don't even know how to act today. Yes. The past is an experience that we had to go through, you guys, comfortable, but here it is so comfortable. I have no problem. You guys understand. We do understand, you guys. And that's the thing, like, there's nothing you can't share here that we all probably haven't been through it. There's nothing you could say that would make me gasp. That's for sure. There's nothing. We all know what it's like to be desperate, to not know where to go next, you know? This is a safe place, and I will forever work on making sure that it stays that way. It doesn't matter how big we get here. It's going to stay safe because I will go to all lengths to keep it that way. I'm super excited about tomorrow, you guys. I went ahead and I made a reminder. Hey, Chrissy, we're back. We're glad you're back. Are you okay? I put up a, did you guys see it? It's like a reminder to my live stream for tomorrow. I think I set the time for 3 p.m., but I'm not sure, for the gratitude live stream. I'm really excited about doing that with you guys. And I understand if everybody can't make it, but for those of you that can, I am really pumped because I cannot wait. I'm literally working in my, and I'm writing down things that I'm grateful for, and like I'm really taking the time to think about it. I'm really trying to think about things that I want to talk to you guys and share with you guys my gratitude for, you know? So, yeah, I'm so excited. I feel like this has been a really good meeting tonight, you guys. I think, that's what I was saying. I think Thanksgiving meeting at 3. Yeah, I think that's what time I put on the reminder. Yes, one of my friends just got upset. I missed her party and I didn't know it was today. Did you wish her? Oh, it's okay. We all make mistakes. Let me read this to you guys before I go, before we get off, okay? So today's the 21st. Okay, sometimes I think that because I've been in Al-Anon for a long time, I shouldn't have any more problems. When difficulties do arise, I feel something is wrong with me or with the program. Actually, in some ways, I have more problems than ever. When I came to Al-Anon, I had only one problem. I didn't know how to fix the alcoholic. My life was completely in shambles, but I swore that I was fine. Today I know that I can't fix anyone but myself, and I challenge myself daily to seek a richer, more meaningful life. I'm taking risks, facing fears, making changes, speaking up, making myself available to life. I'm bound to run into snags here and there. Sometimes life doesn't follow my blueprint. I get overwhelmed and want to crawl under the covers and hide. At such a time, it helps to remember that Al-Anon doesn't take away problems, but it does give me the courage and insight to turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones. Today's reminder: in handling my difficulties, what's important isn't how much time I have, but how willing I am to implement the tools of recovery. While Al-Anon doesn't grant immunity from problems, it does offer a healthy way to deal with them. Oh, this was so good. We love you, her opiate figs. I love you, Leonard. You're our man. Now listen, I want you guys to hear this last part. In handling my difficulties, in handling your problems, guys, what's important isn't how much time we have sober. You hear that? It's not how much time we have sober. It is how willing we are to implement the tools of recovery. Recovery doesn't grant immunity from problems, but it does offer a healthy way to deal with them. So it doesn't matter how long you've been sober. It doesn't matter, if it's 20 years or 2 days or 3 years or 1 month or 7 days. It is how willing we are to take the tools that we have and use them. You hear that? Use the tools and utilize them, you guys, and take our recovery and work it. Work that. I like this. I'm bound to run into snags here and there. Sometimes life doesn't follow my blueprint. I get overwhelmed. We all get overwhelmed, don't we? But it does give me the courage and insight to turn stumbling blocks into stepping stones. So guys, if you're struggling tonight and you need, extra help, if you're going through anything, you guys, take those stumbling blocks and turn them into stepping stones. Take those problems, take that depression, take that anxiety, and use it and help yourself. You can do it. Don't beat yourself up. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take it one thing at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 day at a time, whatever you have to do, 1 minute at a time. And slowly but surely, what I do is I get a book and I make a list and I say, this is what I want to accomplish today. And if I get done one of those things, I'm winning. If I get done just one, I'm making progress. And that's what we got to do, you guys. You're welcome, Derek. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, man. We're so happy to have you here. Life is going to throw us curveballs. It's not going to be easy. Just because we're clean and sober doesn't mean life's going to be easy, okay? But we can do it now. We don't have to check out. And that's the thing, you guys. We have each other. We have support. There's no reason for any of us to feel like we don't. We have each other. Y'all know if you're struggling, you can message me on Instagram. Let me write down my Instagram name so you can see it. At Nicole Pludre. Or you can email me at demayon@yahoo.com. So, Nicole Pludre. I'll write it down and put it on here. So, that's my name on Instagram. And then my email is DeMeyon, DEMEON @yahoo.com. And I always answer. You can message me and I will always answer. There it is. DEMEON as in Nancy @yahoo.com. I always answer. I'll always get back to you. There's no reason, guys. We can do this together. You are not alone. I am not alone. I'm not checking out. You're not checking out. So I'm going to get off here. I love you guys. I hope everybody has a great night tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Before I go to Mom and Dad's, I'll do a meditation. And then I'll get you all set up for the time that we're going to do the gratitude live stream. And you get to meet my parents and eat turkey with us. So you're not going to be alone for Thanksgiving. So smile, brighten your eyes. We got this. We're going to do this together. I love you guys. Thank you, Leonard, for coming and making a cameo. Thank you, Derek, for coming and making a cameo. And thank you for all the regulars. Jason, Classy Bitch, Leah, Jordan, Jamie, Chrissy. Woo, y'all. There's so many of you guys. Oh, Ashley, Captain, Crystal, Bama Chick. I love you guys. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you guys. We did another one. We've got another hour under our belt, you guys. Another hour of recovery. Another hour of lifting each other up. Another hour of helping each other stay sober, okay? I am so proud of you guys. I love you guys. You can do it.